Hey everyone, sometimes you have to respect someone's passion and ambition for putting something out there. And I say that because anything you put out online for people to see, like an animated show, but that's pretty expensive. Let's say you put out an animated show that you think looks good because you worked hard on it, but when people see it, they say it's bad, like so god awful, it's to the point that you deserve getting doxxed for it. That sucks. I've never been in those shoes, and I don't want you because that actually sounds miserable and heartbreaking. But anyways, look at this show I found on Twitter that looks so bad that people behind it deserve to be doxxed. I'm not kidding, I only say I found on Twitter because that's one part that they're proudly bragging about with a show called The New Norm, the first animated sitcom on X. They actually had an emoji for that new logo. That's so gay. So with a show, I shouldn't call it a show, I'll call it an animation. With an animation like that brags, that much about it, it's naturally not very good. Let me just say now, from the synopsis I'm gonna give about the show, you can tell what kind of people make it and who it's intended for. It's an animation about some old called Norm whatever, and he's literally meant to be the old norm, the old normal in a progressive and woke world. I think that explains this already why it's on Twitter, because the idea is so retarded, because only brain calcifying elderly would enjoy the idea and be like, I get it, I don't like woke either, my son's also a is the exact kind of audience that would support Lady Gaddis, the one that was they married you, broke ass, that lady, you know her. On one side, I will admit, Twitter would be a decent place for that kind of idea, that very dumb idea, but it's so funny to me that they couldn't find a better place like YouTube or an actual animation studio like Adult Swim. Now screw that, they're gonna pick the side with infinite bots, they're gonna fill up your replies with just links to the OnlyFans. Wait a second. Honestly, I can't say anything else about the story because that's it. That's where it ends. It's not like an actual good written show with some soul behind it. No, it makes fun of woke. However, I can't talk about the show pilot. That's bad, really bad. It's an awful first impression to hook people in. But it does start off nicely with no context, just an opening of a guy scratching his ankle monitor and the most generic joke ever.
Ah! What's that?
Progress. It's the new norm.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
You can tell some old ass men clapped together when they wrote that in. Just being like, what the hell? Gay beer? And the dollar says, progress is a new norm. And then bam, opening right there. Cause she said new norm, that's the name of the show. But the opening is just a barely few seconds long.
Same as the old norm.
I'm the old norm.
I get that in a pilot, you have to squeeze as much time as possible. But what's the point of paying a nice sexy man to sing the intro to have it be a second long? But it goes to the next part of the story, this 3-minute long epic, and it shows 2 new interesting characters. Now, I ain't no animator, I ain't no Walt Disney, but this show, animation, has the worst character designs ever. I think that's the best thing about independent shows where the budget is so small, you can see it from one frame of animation. Some shows can have barely any money and still have it look nice, because the people behind it have some actual talent. But I think the guy that drew this probably just wants to go home and jerk off. I don't think he cares.
Janice. What's that?
Warning, offensive.
Actually, that is one of my pronouns. Also they, them, and me.
That was a good one. That was another good joke. I can tell you laughed at that. I can see behind the screen. You fuck. To be fair, I think that show about wokeness, it was only a matter of time before that they crammed that they, them pronouns joke inevitably. It's a rite of passage. But another part of the show that makes no sense that the main character, Norm, whatever his name was, I forgot within a minute, he's under house arrest for being the old Norm, and to get parole, he has to house this re-education person to teach him to not be transphobic. I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Fuck the idea of making your show feel natural, whatever.
Where's my room?
That's
You're
staying here?
Chaz is part of a new government program.
To re-educate homophobic, transphobic, racist.
Charlie, finally, someone normal.
I don't understand. You're black.
Did that just black whisper?
Damn, that was cold. Someone please put on a TikTok edit. So he's meant to be a 50-year-old man, but he still dubs up people like a young guy, just so he can have the woke guy, the binary guy, look racist. Which is definitely not the people that watch this show. Also, God bless whoever drew his character design. There's 10 different character traits from the way he's drawn. This is the kind of thing you can only sketch with a vision. I like how you can tell that the people that wrote this show, they knew that they have to make it as dumb as possible to keep the audience engaged by pissing them off with this cartoon character. But that aside, I can't stand how these jokes are structured, like this one.
I'm allergic to dogs.
It's okay. Billy is an emotional support dog and non-binary.
Oh, okay then. Good dog.
Okay, so poking fun the fact he accepted the dog for being non-binary when he was allergic, when you still have an allergic reaction to that no matter what. They should try me to write the jokes. I could transform the show, but I could really like get my ideas out there. I've got to mention as well, they call this animation a sitcom for the pure reason to like having a very generic laugh track in the background to react to like stuff like this.
Ow! How do you know that word?
I learned it in school.
That's why I'm locked up. Transitioning to what?
Another fumble.
Hopefully not a Jets fan.
I like that football or basketball reference, whatever that was. Here comes my favorite part though, where the writers have a very strong line in the show, and you hear the audience be like, oh.
Hey, pronoun. This bud's for you.
Offensive.
I can't drink. I'm not 21.
Y'all influenced my boy to cut off his junk, but draw the line at beer?
There's no point in me complaining, but I really hate the goddamn voice acting in this show. And it's definitely not helped by the very stiff animation, but it actually feels like you're watching a show being made in real time, where you can see like the animators pulling the keyframes to make the people move. But I think that the voice actors that support the show's message will probably pick for that, and not for the actual vocal skills.
Can't do this.
Yes, we can.
Find a way to break him. Maybe we can fix the country.
I just want normals. Beer.
You know there'll be jokes.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
God damn, what an ending, that was good. I don't know what the camera overlay was about. I don't know why there's an audience in the background. I don't know why the characters still move their eyes when it's over. I really hate this forced sitcom feel. Like, how does it not feel annoying animating this or writing it? Like, I'm not a moron. I know what the audience is like, a bunch of characters drawn in and not actual real people. I think they only had that aesthetic because they know old people like that. Like, they can relate to it more. It feels more nostalgic. Before wokeness destroys sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory. However, I can't say it's the end without mentioning Elon Musk? Yeah, that's something I want to mention, but a lot of people see Elon Musk as like a huge protector of free speech. I don't know why. I guess because he owns Twitter and he's not scared to like let people say whatever they want, take that as you will. And you can tell that's the case with all the dick riders in his replies, treating him like a savior and a prophet.
Home for free speech.
I almost forgot. We're going to Disney World.
Make America funny again.
I'm sorry, there was another joke, but you know what they say? The best surprises come when you don't see them, I believe. But yeah, that's the end of the new Norm show, the first anime sitcom on Twitter. Oh, sorry, my manners. On X. I don't know who made this. I can't say over what compelled you to make it, but I know I made fun of the animation being very cheap and looking like dog shit, but even then that would take time. Why would you waste your time on that? I just purely love the confidence of these people, like really believing that they struck gold with the show. Like it's absolutely going to be the next South Park with very political and deep meanings. Unironically, apart from the past 4 minutes, I find it so funny that they made like an ugly cameo of Elon Musk, they tagged him, but he never responded, so you can never promote the show. Good, that's actually good. This kind of stuff like where people keep on making episodes until it gets raged to the ground and less people watch it. If there was passion behind it, I would feel bad for it flopping. But there isn't, so I don't care. And with a budget of like $7, yeah, I don't think the people that made this, ruined their life. They're gonna be fine, who cares?